My 6-year-old granddaughter loved to play games on my cell phone. One day, my phone was missing. My granddaughter would not give me my phone back, and Janine would not tell her to give me my phone.
Liz told my 6-year-old that she was going to call the police and have her arrested.
I went to the neighbor's house and asked them to call the police. The neighbor called 911.
When the police officer realized that nothing was going on, he said, "Had a nice day," and left.
Damn, not only did she call the cops on her 6-year-old granddaughter, but also the cops was just like, nah, not today. What's up, boys? Lindsay back at it with another banger today. So I was scrolling through my YouTube, haven't really looked at it in a while, and I saw that this video from 9 months ago is 200 views, the most viewed video on my channel. So obviously you guys like Dr. Phill. So today I thought I'd bring on the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Phill, right back on this channel, and hopefully you guys will love it. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Hold up, there's an emergency meeting from our sponsor. Just kidding, we don't get sponsors here. Instead, I wanted to give a little shout out to my friend named Doggo. So he does VR games and like Blade and Sorcery. So if you like torturing children in VR, you should go watch him and subscribe. And also, like, while you're doing that, subscribe to me. It's free. You can always like undo it later. And he's about to hit 100 subscribers. He's at like 80 right now. So if 10 people watch this and aren't subscribed to him, and just subscribe for completely free. This is all free. No joke, no scam. Just go and subscribe to him. Boom. He's at like 90 subscribers. That's 10 away from 100. So yeah, you should just go do him a favor. Subscribe, see if you like his content, and yeah, let's just get back into the video.
At this point, my children have all told me that they don't want to have a relationship with their grandmother, and knowing how my mother acts and how dramatic she is, I don't blame them.
Man, it's honestly kind of sad though how like they don't even want anything to do with her. I mean, like, it makes sense. It's her own fault. Like, she shouldn't act like that, but still, it's still kind of sad, you know? Because, like, they don't want anything to do with their grandma. They're like, no more.
You called the police on a 6-year-old because he wouldn't give you your phone back?
I didn't call the police on a 6-year-old because she wouldn't give me my phone back. One day, my phone was missing. My granddaughter would not give me my phone back. I went to the neighbor's house and asked them to call the police.
Okay, so technically speaking, she didn't call the police. The neighbors did. But it was her fault the police showed up. So, yeah, she did call the police on the 6-year-old.
I called the police because my daughter refused to have her daughter return my phone. She knew exactly where it was.
I didn't know where it was. I had asked her several times, give Alma her phone so that she'll leave the room and you can just stay in here with me.
No, but like, imagine what kind of like story this would make. It's just like, oh, hey Susan, come back to get your haircut. It's like, yeah, you know, the usual. It's like, so how was your weekend? You know, my 6-year-old granddaughter stole my phone, so I called the police on her. Oh, get out of my barbershop. Like, who in the world with like just a tiny bit of common sense would be like, oh yeah, that's perfectly normal, that's perfectly fine. Literally no one. Like, who are you trying to convince here that like it's not okay to like, it's okay to call the cops on like a 6-year-old, bro? She's 6 years old. Holy.
And you scared her, you terrified her.
In fact, to this day, every time she sees a police officer, she cowers a little bit. She thinks that they're there for her.
She literally told me she does not want to see you because you called the police on her.
She literally traumatized this girl for the rest of her life. Like, whenever she sees a police officer, she literally like cowers in fear, thinking it's there to like arrest her, just because her crazy grandma called the cops on her. Imagine it was all like a joke too, and she's just like, ah ha ha, ah ha ha, grandma can't find her phone, and grandma's like, give me the fucking phone, bitch, before you go to jail for theft for 27 years.
You called the cops on a 6-year-old?
I didn't call.
Yes, you did.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never
Now,
understand.
don't play semantics with me. You called the cops on a 6-year-old.
I wanted my phone, Dr. Phill. She had looked on my phone. She had read through all my text messages. I felt very violated.
Damn, you really felt violated over a 6-year-old reading your text messages? Bro, I bet she can even barely read. You're really that worried? Of course, no offense to 6-year-olds that can't read. You got this, bro. You're almost there.
And I-
gave the phone to the kids
And you
unlocked.
thought that was a police matter.
I told them it's not an emergency.
But you
I
called
told them it's,
911, which is an emergency number.
I really don't want to argue with you about it. It's just,
Well, I wouldn't either if I were you.
I don't want to argue about it.
I mean, come on. I mean, I'm just talking about common sense here.
And-
If you guys are living in a place that is really
Damn, they even got Dr. Phil confused, bro.
bad mess,
Well, let me ask you this, Dr. Phil. If she thought it was so deplorable, why'd she even move in? And then why did she complain when we asked her to leave?
well, let me ask you this question. Why is the house in such bad array to begin with?
It's not. It was in a mess because I was not feeling good at the time. But under normal circumstances, it's not.
Again,
Now, come on, don't try to defend
No,
the
no, I'm not trying to.
indefensible.
I'm just trying to defend.
I'm just
anything.
trying to be reasonable. There's two sides to this,
Absolutely.
and if the place is a pigsty, it's a pigsty.
Yeah, no, and again, it wasn't the best situation. You know, again, I was working. I was coming home after work, helping out as much as I could. We had a 13-year-old who, after school, she was helping. And again, we had another person in the house who was supposed to be helping, but wasn't pulling their weight. Because of that, you know, again, obviously, she.
I don't really know what to say, so I'm just gonna like add this in so it's not just like stealing the content just exactly, because that's not right, bro. That's just plagiarism.
Liz likes to always be the victim in a lot of situations. What will happen is she'll make up a situation such as, you know,
Bro, what was that face? That was such an ugly face. It looked like she was trying to eat like 5 warheads at a time, bro.
again, she didn't call the police, yet she just admitted she called the police. You know, she went next door. I didn't give them the local number. You know, it wasn't an emergency, and yet they responded in an emergent fashion. She always comes up with these stories and somehow is the victim of these situations that she creates herself.
Gotcha. I'll get that in a minute. Now answer my question.
Yes, sir.
Why are you raising 4 children in a house that is in such disarray? You weren't feeling good? Got it. There are a lot of other people in the house, and you weren't an invalid.
I aired those same grievances. I shouldn't be the only one responsible for picking up after everybody. So that is something that I aired my grievances with, including with Liz.
And Dr.
And
Phillips.
I have had my discussions with Nathan about it too. So, I mean,
And you weren't helpless, right?
no, I still got up and cooked dinners and took
Yeah.
care of the kids. And
And you know, here's the problem I've got. And listen, this is just common sense. And I see a lot of stuff sitting up here.
Sure.
And you guys are calling in the government to your family. You don't want to be doing that.
yeah, and that's exactly why we'd had enough with Liz.
Okay, Dr. Phil, you're really just gonna end on us like that? Well, I think there's more parts to this, but if you want me to do like part 2, or if you want to see like more Dr. Phil, just like comment or just like this video. Like if you really want to see it, you would share it to like 3 different friends and have them all like. That's how much you want to see it. But like if you don't do that, then obviously you don't want to see anymore, and that's fine. I'll just do more crappy content. So yeah, thanks for watching, and sorry for like my minute-and-a-half rant at the beginning. Not really. It wasn't a rant. Why did I say rant? It was not a rant. It was more just like a shout out. Sorry about that minute-and-a-half shout out. I don't know if that was annoying, but like, still, you should go subscribe. Oh, here, he's right here. He's on a call with me. Say subscribe to me and you.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Lindsay and Doggo.
Yeah, you heard it from him. Now, right now, you gotta do it. Okay, well, yeah. Peace out. See you tomorrow. Just kidding. I don't post daily.
お前はもう